Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Let's go. Hey, hey. 12, 12. 58, right there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Check 45.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He's at the 50, the 30. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mitchell Trubisky scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
All go special. All go special. 54, right there, right there. 54. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Watch the curl.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you run to the good, go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Penny, a first down carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
215. One left, one left.
45 is the mic.
Throwing on second down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Taylor. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Now Trubisky on first down. And he finds Montgomery complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. The give to Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Lock in. Alert.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, so forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Here's Taylor, and this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky, and this one's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Break it up. 180. 54 miles. I got you. I got you. Pass it. Check. Alert. 61. Match box.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
To throw again on second down. Wilson will find Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
58, boy, 58. Come on. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Now Wilson on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. The throw over the middle, taken in. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third and 2. Now Trubisky being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long. Now Trubisky on third and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now it's Penny running right. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Get. Watch the twist.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. Wilson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Vaughn. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I got him. Bring out. Man. Check.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his target, Fuller, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Fuller, 27 yards, and the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Riley Ridley, 77 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Move 15. I'll go special. I'll go special. 14. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
380.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Taylor. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This one caught by Ridley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Trubisky now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. 4
yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's our time. Check 52. Check 3, check 3. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, it's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop.